Hey everyone, welcome back from your break. I hope you're well rested and that you got some time to just relax, think about life a little bit, and kind of recharge the batteries. I know that's cliche, but I do mean that when I say that because I know that I rested as much as I could over the break too. I want to take a few minutes to talk about this semester project because before we move on to Unit 4, we're going to spend these last four classes, I think, together for the semester doing this final project. There's no unit exam, there's no semester exam. This is going to take place of that, and this will be what we work on to the end of the semester. So, what this is basically I want you to look at the things we've studied throughout this entire course so far, this whole semester, and you're going to pick a topic that appeals to you. So, everything, and I'll talk about this in a moment, but everything from classical societies and religion all the way to the land based empires. So, basically, Unit 0 all the way through the end of Unit 3. Pick a topic, something that piques your interest, something you want to learn more about, and you're going to do a presentation over that, which I'll talk about what that looks like here shortly. So basically, you need to be able to pick a topic, prove you have learned some things, and be able to present those findings. That's basically what you're doing. The too long didn't read version of that, again, prove that you've learned some things in this class based on a topic of your choosing, and you'll present that with some evidence and some other information. So take a minute and walk you through. This is your rubric for you. This is your main roadmap, your guide project here. There are 3 criteria or categories that you're going to be assessed on for this. And each one is up to 10 points. So you're looking at a project that's worth up to 30 points total. The first one I'm looking for is the thesis and or questions. I'll talk about that, and historical reasoning skills. I'm not sure I understand. So what I mean by that is when I say thesis, it does not have to be an argument, but it could be. If you want to do the argument route, you would need a thesis that's clear and can be defended. So, for example, maybe you think the Mongol Empire was the greatest empire of all time. Okay, there you have something that an argument you could defend, and you could use some evidence and make that case for us. It does not have to be an argument and a thesis, though. It can be questions. I would say at least 3 big questions over a topic that you want to learn more of, and then you're answering those questions. So an example of that could be if you wanted to learn more about the Protestant Reformation and go into further detail of what that looked like as it rolled out throughout the rest of Europe. Or maybe you want to present a relationship between the Protestant Reformation and decline of the Holy Roman Empire, something like that. That's what I'm looking for. Is it historically relevant? And do you have design questions or an argument that you can present using history to break that down for you? So that's the first category. The next category is your use of sourcing and source analysis. So I'm going to require a minimum of 2 primary sources and 1 secondary source that relates to the topic of your choice in your presentation. And basically the point of that is you're going to use those sources, at minimum 3 total, to defend your argument or to answer your questions. Again, I want to emphasize that it can be a thesis / argument, or it can be research questions and answers. Either one worth the same amount of points. But you need to be able to show that you can look at a source and apply it as evidence and show that you understand how the source relates to what you're trying to learn and talk about. And then finally, the last one is the organization and presentation piece. So obviously it being on time is going to be critical since we're on a short deadline for the end of the semester. But when I say presentation, I know that's a word that scares people. You have a lot of flexibility here, how you can present. You can do the traditional present to the class if you would like in person. You can do that. That is not required. But you could do that. You can also, another thing you could do is just present just to me, during like an open or a lunch or before or after school, something like that. That's a possibility. Or, via Zoom, you could do that as well live. You could also do a screencast. So you could record like audio, a screencast of you doing a Prezi or a PowerPoint. Long story short, this is not going to be a written paper. I really don't want a written paper. I want some type of presentation, just to tie everything together. So that's what this is going to look like. It needs to be original work. Make good use of something you want to learn more about. This is for you to demonstrate that you've learned some things, but also have a little bit of fun. So the last thing I will mention is these, just because it's been a while since we looked at that, the course content, these are all the things we've covered so far this semester, this year. You do not have to narrow down a topic from this page. I'm just trying to remind you of what each unit was. So our first unit was classical societies. And then I went through some of the main key takeaways from each of those units. So this is just to help you brainstorm. Okay, maybe you know right away what you want to cover, but if not, you can take a look at things we have covered in class so far and pull something from there. What I'm going to need from you is by this Thursday, which is January 7th, I need your topic. I need you to confirm what topic you're going to do, and kind of your plan on how you want to cover things. So remote students, you can just email that to me. Just put in the headline, in the subject line, topic. That's all I need. This will be due on January 12th, though. So this is coming up quick. I want to show you what this looks like, because in-person students will have Tuesday the 5th to work. You'll have Thursday the 7th to work and the 8th. And then if you're presenting in person to the class, you'll present on the 12th. Otherwise, all other presentations are going to be due at 11:59 p.m. that night. So make sure you put together a game plan of how you want to get this done. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the semester. That's what we got. So if you have questions about this, please let me know. We're not going to hit Unit 4 until we come back at probably the 15th. We'll take a look at that. But other than that, that's what your priority for this class should be. So again, contact me if you have questions, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Thanks.